tomorrow was your last day on this earth, what would you do today? Not someday, not next month, today. Take a moment and really think about that. If you knew that tonight would be the last time you went to sleep in this life, what would you do with the day that is in front of you? Would you work longer hours? Would you answer more emails? Would you scroll through your phone? Probably not, right? Most people, when they truly imagine this question, picture something very different. They picture people, they picture quiet moments, they picture simple things. Maybe a walk outside, maybe sitting with someone they love, maybe laughter around a table, maybe the warmth of the sun on their face. No achievements, no deadlines, just presence. So I asked myself this question recently, and what surprised me was not what I imagined. What surprised me was how simple it was. When I imagined my final day, it did not look extraordinary. It looked peaceful. I imagined waking up and spending time with the people closest to me. I imagined going for a walk and feeling the ground under my feet. I imagined sitting in the sun for a while. I imagined sharing a really good meal, not rushing it, but actually tasting it, actually enjoying it. I imagined watching something funny with family and laughing together. And there was one more thing that appeared in that picture. My beautiful, beautiful dog, Layla. So Layla is almost 14 years old now. She is blind, she has a few health challenges, but when she hears me arrive, she still runs towards me with her tail wagging. She cannot see me, but she knows me. She knows my voice, she knows my scent, she knows when I am near. And when she reaches me, she licks my hand or my face as if she is reminding me that love is very simple. So when I imagined that final day, I imagined holding her, feeling her warmth, looking into her face, just appreciating the moment. And that is when something very interesting happened. I realized that the life I imagined for that final day is actually the life I am already living. There was nothing dramatic about it, no grand finale, no bucket list adventure, just ordinary life, walking, eating, laughing, being with those I love. And this led me to a deeper question. If that is the life that matters the most at the end, why do we rush through it so quickly whilst we are living it? Why do we hurry through the very moments that one day we will realize were the most important? The walk we did not notice, the conversation we half listened to, the quiet evening we spent distracted, the dog sitting beside us whilst we checked our phones. So here's the truth. The truth is that most of the moments that make up a meaningful life look very ordinary whilst they are happening. They do not feel like milestones. They feel like routine. But when we step back and reflect, those routines are actually the substance of life. A walk, a meal, a laugh, a quiet moment with someone you care about. These things do not look extraordinary in the moment, but they become extraordinary when we realize they are not permanent. So when I imagined that final day, something became very clear to me. The goal is not to create a completely different life. The goal is to live the life we already have with deeper awareness. If tomorrow was truly my last day, I would not suddenly invent a different life. I would simply experience the same life more intentionally. I would notice the walk more. I would notice the sunlight more. I would notice the laughter more. And I would notice my Layla beside me more. The difference is not the activity. The difference is the attention. And that leads to a powerful question. What part of that life can you start living now while you still have many years ahead? If tomorrow was your last day, what would matter most to you? Would it be more productivity, more meetings, more pressure? Or would it be presence? Time with someone you love, a conversation you have been postponing, a walk you keep saying you will take later, a moment of stillness. Many of us believe that meaningful living requires dramatic changes. We imagine quitting our jobs, moving somewhere new, completely reinventing ourselves, completely reinventing our lives. But sometimes the truth is much quieter than that. Sometimes the life that matters most is already here. We are just moving too quickly to experience it. The purpose of this question is not to make us think about death. It really is to help us see life more clearly. Because when time suddenly feels limited, clarity appears. We see what matters. We see what does not. We see what deserves our attention, and we see what we have been neglecting. And often the answer is surprisingly simple: connection, presence, and gratitude. Small moments that we normally rush past. So perhaps the question is not really about the last day of life. Perhaps the question is about this day, the ordinary day you are living right now. Because if tomorrow really was your last day, the things you would value most are probably already part of your life today. A person, a place, a moment, a relationship, a quiet piece of your routine. The only difference is that on your final day, you would slow down enough to truly experience it. So maybe the real invitation is this: do not wait until the end of life to realize what matters. Start noticing it now. Start experiencing it now. Start appreciating it now. Because the life you would want on your final day might already be the life you are living. The question is simply this: are you present enough to see it? So before we finish, I want to invite you into a small reflection. Close your eyes for a moment. Just imagine this. You wake up in the morning and you know this is your last day on earth. There is no fear, just clarity. Think about what you would do. Who would you want to see? Where would you go? What simple thing would suddenly feel incredibly meaningful? A walk, a conversation, a hug, a quiet moment with someone you love. Now open your eyes. Here is the real question. Why wait until the last day to live that way? What small part of that life could you start living today? I would genuinely love to hear your reflection. If tomorrow was your last day, what is one small thing you would do today? Write just one thing in the comments. I'd like you to remember this always. Your life matters and you matter.